Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. We are gonna try and fight Consort Radahn again. I'd really like to have two actual people to help me out for this fight, but it doesn't really look like we're gonna get that. A-okay? Oh. I wonder how much damage we do with just our ashes. What? Did it not nullify? Why wasn't I able to summon in? I was unable to summon in that cooperator, so it shouldn't have been that. That's really strange. Try that again without even doing anything. No extras. Like, we actually do pretty damn decent damage at this point. It might be worth it to only summon in one other person, or maybe summon in one other and an Ash, because hot hand. That was good damage. I was trying to dodge.
1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
That is really a significant chunk more damage that we're doing. Almost by ourselves at that point. Maybe we try just summoning in Ansbach and going in this time, seeing how much damage we do. Because seeing that we can do a notable chunk to the point where it's letting us know by the yellow bar, that's already astronomically more worth it. Don't think this was helping. So maybe... What if we did that? How much do we get? Not very much at all. Okay, let's go on, Spock.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you.
Bastard. One of them is gone. 2 in a row? I wasn't expecting it. Let me hit the crit. Oh, didn't get to get the actual crit. Did we register someone else? Doesn't look like it. That's strange. Oh crap. That sucks. That's usually free real estate. Not free real estate. Today's economy will take almost anything that's free. Almost. Come on, come on. Expected to get smacked out of that. I'm surprised. Wait for it. Yeah, another one now. Oh crap, now we gotta run. Try and get away from these guys, but also block. I don't need to heal twice though. We can get another proc or golden. I think we're golden either way, just because Ansbach's still alive. Oh, that ain't good. I got blocked there. Bye-bye, Consort Radar. No. Not what I meant to do. Save. Also just gonna pick up from right here. That's gonna be a little bit choppy because I was just playing this episode, or this boss for the past, like, hour. I didn't record all of it because I didn't think I would get it that quickly, but we got him. Boy, just had to make note because there's definitely a lot of audio recording to get through for that one. Oh, that's brutal. Let's go see our final cutscene, so shall we? We can jump over and finish the main game.
Lord brother, I'm going to be a god. If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
Not ham. Now we got that. We can get this off the world. think Ansbach has gone from here down below. We have to reload the area and then he'll be up top. So we're going to do that in a minute, and then we'll place down our sign and see if we can maybe help out one person. If we're nowhere near the point of being able to help out, which I believe we are, because we need a lot of heals to do so, then we will just go on to the end of the game. There's Thalier. Great. And there's Ansbach stuff. Good stuff. That's what we wanted. Now, let's go down here. Place down a sign for anybody who may very well want to try and use our help. And then, let's see if we have enough runes to level up. We do. Bump ourselves up by one more level in strength. We'll wait for a minute. Not for very long, but for a minute. Once we are done waiting and seeing if anybody will try and summon us in, our next point to go to should be at the bottom of the fissure real quick. We have to go all the way down here to St. Trina. I don't think there's anything else we want to do here, so this will be the only point. Do 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 do. All right, let's warp on out of here. Nobody wanted our help. After the amount of times we put down the sign and failed at fighting them, I don't blame them. But we got there. That's perseverance. And we got that from St. Trina. And that is all we can really... Well, that's all we wanted to go out of our way to do. There is still a couple of things here and there that we could probably go and do. But that's pretty much all the DLC out the way there. That's great. Now, let's go back on over here. Think if there's anything I have to do before going up to the throne. Other than getting that weapon that we just got, I do not think there is. Okay. This is from the first half. This is from the second half. We're gonna take the light. Then we're gonna go back, duplicate that soul immediately. I forgot. We swapped that out for the fight. Now I just wasted one, but it wasn't that big of a deal. We didn't even use it in the last fight that we used it in. Because I saw exactly how much more health. Like, that's pretty insane. With 2 people in versus 3 people in, we did probably 4 times more damage with just one other person in than if we had 2 people in. Like twice the damage I could imagine. Cut it in half, that's fine. But the amount that we were inching down that thing's health, the amount of damage we were outputting, it just wasn't near what it should have been to get the job done. So essentially, trying to have more help by summoning in 2 people screwed me over for longer. Go to Consort Radon, summon him in, or not summon him in, get his ash duplicated. And then let's go on over here. And he is a brutal pain in the ass on the first run through. And while he is still tough on the second one, it is not as bad as the first run through. So if I decide to play again on this file, we'll be beating him again. That's for damn sure. Get the final reward for beating him. But for now, I just want the weapons. There's no way we're using that light-based attack that summons all the beams up from the ground this round. So, I want them weapons. Duplicate it the 2 times so we can get the weapons. And then I can get the spell, but I don't have to, I won't be able to use it. I'll just know when I can get there. And when I beat him again next time, I can just waste his runes. Use them all for level ups, because that's what I tend to do on New Game Plus. Now, back to main game. Back over to here. Let's use those duplicated souls, or runes, souls, remembrances, yes. Get that. Get that. Wait, how much was that? 72 faith. So yeah. Max is in the 70s for all the high powered items you get in the frickin' DLC. That is so high. But oh well, it is what it is.
I see.
That's a new animation. Now, let's go and finish the game, shall we? This is where I think we will take a break from the game once we have beaten it. Although there is still plenty to do. There are still other games in the world to play. So, I'll take a break from it there at this point. And we will come back and clear out dungeons with whatever item we want in a couple of days. And I'll see if anybody actually starts watching this enough to actually give comments on where they want me to go. But otherwise, this game will be pretty much done for now. Mommy Melania, I don't know if we really need you. Let's go in almost 100% solo first. We have to swap back to our original build. This build is useful, but not for what we're doing. So, how much was this? 7 weight. This is 2. We don't need the FP to be maxed up anymore. Oh, that's right. I can go get that other thing real quick. Real quick. Because that genuinely won't take very long. Let's go here. Go fight some Cretans to get another talisman that should boost equipment load pretty high to what we got for the other thing. Or pretty close to what we got for the other thing. And that'll just be immensely more helpful. I don't actually know if we can go from this side. We might have to come down from the other. It's looking like that's the case. I think I see that being blocked off. That sucks. Okay. Up here to the Forsaken Land. So now we gotta turn around and go back down. Boop. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Alright, I think we really only have to fight this one on the horse. The other ones I don't think can catch up to us in time. So, let's get on in here. Perfectly blocked in view by my hammers. We have to switch these two off too. This is not the right thing for those, and this has to get swapped. There you are. There. Now they're in the right placements. Don't have to fight that one on the ridge if he doesn't want to fight me. Alley-oop. Along that elevator. And we can check something in our inventory real quick. Okay, so we only have those. Godfrey didn't have a great rune. We do have to give that Fire Giant's cookbook to the turtle friend, though. Alley-oop. It's a long elevator. I think there's a stake of Marika over here, too. So you won't have to take that elevator every time, but yeah, probably could be wrong. Let's just check inside this little divot too and make sure nothing else is here. No, it is not. All enemies up top are gone. But definitely not down below. Can't even call in help. Yeah, we're on our way. Let's do it. Oh, I should not have dodged that. The game gave it to me. Let's get there. That sucks. A little more. We got this. Come on. Get back here, you weird salamander. Well, that did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Oh, there is not a sight of grace. That is so painful. Oh, God. There's, we go here and, like, ride our horse back on that one or something. Can't ride our horse back, of course not. Okay. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that up there anymore. What do I want to have up there instead? Maybe we will have that equipped still. Anything in here we want to chuck off? Yeah. We didn't need that anymore. I was on that mission before I decided we were shifting off to do something else real quick. Oh, yeah. We're shifting that down to this. And that stays holy. That stays as those. Let's just move on through. At least I got to walk while I was messing with my items this time. Versus going on the elevator and you gotta exit out as soon as you stop and then look at where you're going and then be able to walk. I could just walk in a straight line. Technically did cut out a little bit of bowl time there. Just wish you could ride your damn horse here. Trying to think if there's anything else you can do to make this a little bit less painful. But I genuinely don't think there is. I think you might have to do this run damn near every time. So there ain't no grace point there. There ain't no grace point down here. Definitely isn't one at the bottom of this. But because of how much damage that thing did do, we can do that. Might be a good idea. No Radon. But that holy burst did take down over half of my health normally. And that's a lot. Could get rid of this and do like one of these. But I think that's helping dramatically with the amount of damage we're not taking from this Erdtree avatar. Or ulcerated tree spirit, I mean. So I'd rather just go in, fight it. I think you might be able to actually fall down from like somewhere over there. feel like I remember that, but looking at it, that feels wrong. All that looks like death. Going up, jump, slam. Want to get big slam, but couldn't do it. Technically, got it. Where are we? What the hell? That was stupid. I pressed circle so many times that my character wouldn't get up. I'm locked on. I didn't want to lose the where it was. I'm trying to get back to it before I get locked back on. That just sucks. No, take it. I couldn't like it. And die. Glorious. On to the next one. Thought I heard another one immediately for a second. I was like, well, what? That's not supposed to happen. Yes, you see me and come over here so we don't aggro the third. Dodge. Floating. Yeah, we're floating. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're floating. Richie with that blah. Floating back. Back. Keep on back. No, forever, throughout the night. We'll float forever in and out of sight. Used to love Brave Little Toaster when I was a child. Been a long time since I've thought of that thing, but whenever I do say something about floating, that song usually pops into my head. Takes me a minute to remember it's Brave Little Toaster, but this time I remembered it instantly. Such a weird show slash movie series, whatever you want to call it. I love him. Toaster has to travel to Mars to go and get the baby of its owner's back. Don't even remember why the baby was captured in the first place. Such a weird movie. Brave Little Toaster goes to Mars. They had quite a few movies too, I'm pretty sure. I mean, like more than the 3 or 4 that some others do. But hell, buried in the past now. Any kids watching this today probably wouldn't even know what the hell Brave Little Toaster is. Not even kids, probably people under the age of like 20 wouldn't know what Brave Little Toaster is. Disappointing fact. So many remakes of Batman. No love for Brave little toaster. Take it. I don't know why those first two didn't hit me, but I'll take it. We'll grab it after this. Serving the rest of our health. Your sword be my beast. Bring it on. Time to fight. just one circle. There it is. Now we can get the glorious sword. We'll actually go duplicate that so we can get both the sword and the hammer. Then we have many options. We can go up, interact with the statue, become the thing ourselves, the Elden Lord ourselves. We can use the mending rune that we got to mend the Golden Order and become the new Marika. We can use the death rune that we got to become the new Fia, pretty much. I guess we're above Fia. We're like the new Godwyn. Or we can touch this and bring in Ronnie, become that new one. Or I'm pretty sure you can even just leave and decide to not do anything with the Elden, like just let the Golden Order decay at this point. Because Marika can't come back yet. It's going to take a while for her body to reconstruct, so Golden Order itself will just slowly diminish in meantime. But yeah, instead, we will do Ronnie's ending. And if you kept the fingers on you, you could have also walked up and gotten the Frenzied Flame ending as well.
The battle is over, I see.
Oh, we didn't go fight Blythe. We can do that as soon as this is over.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
And there we have it. Our ending to Elden Ring. We're not beginning Journey 2. As we've stated, we got a couple of things we still can do in this playthrough. So, We'll hold off on Journey 2 for now.
Greetings, my Lady Rani has departed along the dark path of it. Now Lady Rani is in. I pray that you serve her well. Lady Rani along the dark. Now Lady, I pray that.
That part's done. We want to go talk to Bly.
I'm part of her very being. I could never betray her. No matter what might...
We must put him out of his misery. He does not want to do what he's trying to do, so we must stop him. And we get his armor for it. So that's nice. And then we can go on up here to our knocked down mausoleum. Duplicate Radagon's soul. There it is. Duplicate that. I don't think there's anybody else's weapons we really want another of. So for now, I'll leave those be. Maybe if this content gets big enough, I will duplicate a boss weapon and give it to some lucky person. Duplicate the top, like, 3 boss weapons that top 3 subscribers or something want. Give them those boss weapons and some of the smithing stones to go along with it. That could be a fun little thing.
I see.
And it'll boost people on up to maximum from the beginning, which is always kind of fun with these things, so we'll see. We'll see where we get to sooner than later. Now, let's get those. Buy all this armor, but we personally have our armor set that we want for a while. If not forever. And the only reason we'll switch off is for looks, to be honest. So let's chuck these runes into our levels, see how many we have in total. All this. Go give our turtle friend the book he's supposed to have. Dump on one more. And then we can do our little hopscotch. One over to EG. Grab. Oh, he's still here.
Well, as war comes, unthinkable. How did he break free? No. Life became a curse that I made a grave misjudgment. I'll catch up with you soon enough when I do.
There we go. That should finish off his stuff. Yup. So we can get that bell there. And say bye-bye to EG. For now, he is gone. Then let's go. Where else are we just about to go? Crap. Right. What else are we just about to do? Muriel. My mind's on track for Metal Gear. It's not thinking about what I'm doing in this game. We're jumping onto that right after this. For me, that's today. For y'all, that might be a day or two later, but I gotta see if I have enough space to do all that fun crap.
Oh, what very well. Let us heresy is not all things.
Might as well. We have everything else. No. Now we have gotten all the useful items that we really wanted in Elden Ring. There's still plenty more to see. Plenty more caves and catacombs to do that we haven't done already. But when we come back to Elden Ring, we now have some pretty awesome equipment to be able to just have fun with when we're playing. So, out of all these weapons, maybe real quick, before we leave, we'll do a little bit of inventory management and just mix it down to one of each weapon, eh? Rid of that. Get rid of that. I would keep 2 daggers, but we're legitimately never gonna use daggers, so there's not much point in having more than one in my inventory. Get rid of everything else that we have duplicates of that's not a OP weapon like these guys. Get rid of that, this, that. Stormhawk Axe. It's funny that you get 2 of those in a playthrough if you do it right. We don't need 2. Even if we dual wield axes, we're not going to dual wield the same axe. That's boring. Grab that. I think we're pretty much good. Yeah, buddy. Now over here. Get rid of some of these crossbows and crap. 'cause there's just no point to having those. Oop. Oh, arrows we can leave. We'll keep all the arrows in the world. None of armor. Armor we're not going to go through, because we probably have a decent amount of duplicate armor. But I can just sell that. We're not going to need duplicates for any reason on this file, so no point in keeping that. But as far as this is concerned, I guess that is that for Elden Ring. If you liked this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, please. Top subscriber will be getting special weapons out of this file, and probably one of each smithing stone to level it up to level 10. Maybe including level 10. We'll see. I might give you an ancient somber dragon smithing stone. But be prepared for Metal Gear Solid Delta next. I will see all of y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.